I really look forward to the Q&A tonight. I think you guys are going to get a lot of really good questions.
I love questions. Hey, I love a debate. Bring it on. I'm ready. I've been in my head all this week. I've been like 2 weeks going, bring the receipts. Bring your receipts. I'm ready. I'm Colleen K. Steele. I associate produced the film Anything.
Hi, I'm Tim McNeil. I'm the writer-director.
I'm very excited. I'm glad to be here amongst the community and to share a view of love and all-inclusive love in this time in our world, because our president seems to lack it. So I think it's a great time to really show universal love through every community.
Big shout out to FilmOut. We're so proud and happy to be here, and thanks for the opportunity. It's amazing.
Well, congratulations on being selected as closing night film for the 20th annual FilmOut San Diego Film Festival.
Thank you so much. And like Tim said, we're very happy to be here, and I think it's a great thing that you're showing our film, and it's a very inclusive to straight communities, trans and gay, so thank you. I wanted to make sure that the trans community was represented very fairly, equally, and that the social struggle we still face today goes back to the same rights that gays faced back in the 80s, 90s, and now, 2000s, it's easier. So we're still kind of back there stuck in that era, so I wanted to make sure that people understood the social stigmas that faced us every day.
What did you want to convey in this film?
That love is love and transcends boundaries. That seems a little cliche, but it's kind of true. That's my experience in life. But also, more importantly, that if we actually reach beyond our boundaries, we might discover something remarkable in the diversity we see around us.
And how did you want to approach that message uniquely in this story?
I approached it not as a political document, but as a love story. So hopefully that'll reach people, and then the medicine is slipped in underneath. Do you know what I mean?
And what was your favorite part about working on this film?
The all-inclusiveness from beginning to the end, as well as being working with Tim, working with Matt Bomer, working with our cast and crew, from everybody that was at craft service to people who were behind the camera to even the people in post. The film was amazing, and I was treated with most dignity and respect. And I think that was my favorite part of the job, and doing the film was being seen as a key factor and being taken seriously and not seen as a minority. So that was the beautiful part.
That's a really good point. How difficult is it to bring a movie like this into existence?
It was difficult in the fact that I move at a glacial pace. But otherwise, once people got the film or the script in their hands, they wanted to participate. So it wasn't actually as difficult as it seemed to be from a timeline perspective, but it actually was relatively simple once I got off my ass.
And since it's our 20th anniversary, I'd have to ask the question, could this film have been made 20 years ago?
No, I mean, it could have been. I wrote the play that it's based on in 2007, which is not 20 years ago, but I think it could have been.
Probably, but I think about films that were around at that time, like Silence of the Lambs, where you have trans characters in them and they're portrayed in a negative manner as a murderer, or as Dressed to Kill was. You had Michael Caine killing people dressed as trans, or that it could be made. But I understand some of the trans community's argument as today, but this is not that same kind of film, and I think it could not have been done to the integrity that we're doing it now. And I'm interested to see what's next in the next 20 years.
She's right. She's always right.
He's a smart man.
Anything else you want to add about the movie?
Sit back, watch it, and let yourself free and just kind of leave the social stigmas behind you and what you're taught is normal every day, and go into a personal realm of it and identify yourself with some of the characters and see the struggles that each one is facing, because it goes more beyond gender identity and sexual orientation. It goes to the human element. Hate, love, anger, sadness, loss does not just stay in one gender. It travels through many of us, and we all deal with hurt and pain in different ways. So open your heart, open your mind, and let yourself be seen inside and flow it out to the universe.
Lionsgate is going to handle the marketing, which makes me really happy and excited, because who knows what they'll be able to do with their resources. So maybe we'll get some real notice from it. Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of a hint about maybe the style of the film? What kind of style would you say this film is done in?
It's naturalism. but with a little magic realism thrown in there, a little touch of it, you know. And it's a story about human beings, and I think we get inside their lives. So that's what I was aiming to do. Maybe we did that, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's about love through all degrees. I mean, like in the film, you'll see in the beginning there's a loss of love, and then there is a new love as his nephew starts in the journey. Then you see a established love between Laurette and Ted, and then eventually you see the new love between Frida and Early coming together, and then you see another struggle of a couple that's toxically involved and in love, and it's not good, and one has to let go. So it shows many layers of love, codependency, dependency, understanding, new direction, leaving social rule behind, and coming into our personal selves and realizing, hey, this is a human being too, regardless of if they're in a wheelchair, regardless if they're man, if they're female, if they're trans, if they're a drug addict, they're a sex worker. Everybody's a human, and they're going through the struggles just like everybody else.
I'd just like to say thank you to you guys at FilmOut, because it's been an amazing day here. And thank you to the audience. It's fabulous. Thank you.
Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you all. Yeah, seriously, thank you for your open heart.
Oh, you have one more?
Yeah, I just wanted to make one little thank you to the staff here at Observatory North Park for making our lives so easy by being one of the most professional staffs around.
Absolutely.
So
Let's give them a round of applause, please. They have been excellent all weekend. We appreciate their support. And another round of applause for the volunteers, please. Over 200 volunteers helped us put this together this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this 20th anniversary of FilmOut San Diego. We can't wait to tell you more about what's coming up next. But for now, let's celebrate. Back here, West Coast Tavern, drinks.